Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. This is an update video on the 1961 Bambi renovation. I made a lot of tedious progress since last time. Wait till you see inside. What this is the floor that was underneath the toilet that was boxed over the black tank. So this hole here is where the toilet would mount, and there would have been a gasket, and the black tank was right there. You can see it's plywood, and it has asbestos style tiles on it. So we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to use that as a template to make a new one. This is the toilet, might be original. You can see it's cracked here at the base. So I'm going to be coming up with a replacement to that. There's all the drawers that are inside that I'll be rebuilding. There's a lot of miscellaneous pieces and trim pieces from the inside. This is the kitchen countertop. You can see it's plywood with laminate. That hole is for the kitchen sink, and these holes were for the faucet. We have the old absorption style refrigerator vent here, so that hooked up underneath the cabinet, and this went all the way up to the roof line and vented outside. This is the wall panel for in the bathroom, so this would have been next to the toilet, and this was the back of the wall, and sandwiched in between would have been a gap in another wall. This is the wall by the entry door when you walked in, and this is the frame for the wardrobe by the entry wall, and this is the frame for the bathroom wall. And what you see is there's a lot of cutting and measuring and detailing, routing for the grooves, rabbet and dados, rounding over the edges, drilling holes for the pocket hole screws, so you can see water damage over the years. And then where it met the roof line, it's all cut on an angle this way and this way. So let's walk inside and I'll show you what progress I've made. Now again, I gotta remind you, this is just mock-up. I'm not permanently installing anything in here. You can see here, this is the new wall when you come in the trailer for the wardrobe. This is the new face frame. It's all oak, dimensional. This is a 1x4. I had to add a groove here in the back so the laun board slips in. Instead of replacing this whole pantry cabinet here, I'm laying over laun on this side. The back I plan on lining in cedar, and then there'll be a shelf at this level, wardrobe rod, and then I'm going to try to box in and build in the bottom and put a safe. There's also, I'm going to try to do a shoe rack over here, and this brace is just temporarily while I'm mocking things up to keep this face frame square. This face frame, when it's installed permanently, is going to squeeze up against this cabinet and be flush with the front here. I'm going to redo the finish here and stain this. I'm not a huge fan of oak, but I'm trying to keep with the original in here, so I'm going to go with it. And then I had to scribe it to the ceiling. And then the back side is cut on an angle. Inside, I have pocket hole screws. There's a groove that this laun board slips behind. It's all glued and screwed. These holes are all pre-drilled so I could screw it into the ceiling. For the bathroom, this is the piece that took the most work. It's cut on an angle this way, on an angle this way. I have the plugs, so once I screw this in permanently after it's stained and finished and inside's all painted and the flooring's down, I could plug that, sand it nice and smooth. This goes down, and then what I did was I have a 1x here that's going to screw together into here from the back. This is all just wedged in right now. There's nothing holding it in except for a little bit of pressure. My rebuilt cooktop. This has screw holes that's going to screw into the side of this cabinet, which I did not redo yet. This is all original still. This piece here is 6 inches tall. It's going to screw into the side here and here. And that's all going to be flush and even and smooth. The refrigerator, this hole is prepped for the NovaKool compressor AC/DC. It's their 3000 series. So it's only 16 inches deep, so it's going to come up to about here, so I'll still have some trunk space. And it's about 24¼ wide. I'm sorry, tall. And it'll fit right in that cavity right there. A lot of detail went into making this one piece of wood. You can see on the back, I prepped and put the pocket hole screws. It's all set. It's going to be glued and screwed. It's got the groove for the laun here. And this side it has the inset. I routed that out for the laun. So that panel is going to slide in here into this groove here. And I'm just going to template the one I have. A lot of extra holes were drilled into it. And then while I have these panels off, I'm going to prep this and run a wire up. There'll be a grommet in this hole to where there was a hole in the ceiling. This is what I'm going to use for the air conditioning prep. That way down the road, if anybody ever wanted to air the air conditioning, when they take this all apart and reinforce it, they can run the wire through right into this junction box that's screwed right into the rib structure of the trailer. This is the black tank. This is the ledge that steps up to the black tank. This is where the board that lays across goes that supports the toilet. The little brackets that supported the back side of this floor had fallen off, so the back was tilted down, and this is a wet bath, so when you're showering this whole area gets wet, but it's supposed to be tapered so if any water runs on that ledge it runs down the drain. It was setting back, so therefore any water that got up here would roll back into the back of the trailer. Luckily there's no floor rot. You see the black tank is fiberglass material. It lays right on top of the plywood floor. And you have a black tank vent right here, a stack, that goes all the way through the roof of the trailer. And then I still haven't planned on what I'm going to do with this wall and how I'm going to refinish that. And the laun board I'm going to make for this side, I'm not sure what I'm going to use for waterproofing yet. So that's still in the plans. But I do plan on painting the inside of the bathroom. Another big improvement since these are all my plans by the way. Another big improvement is I bought a boost block kitchen countertop. It was just 6 foot, 26 by 6 foot. And I took the original countertop, I laid it on top and I templated it. So now I have a walnut top. I gotta sand it, but I did bevel, I chamfered the edge. I'm gonna sand it all nice and smooth. And I had to cut a lot of angles in it. One angle here, here, an angle back. And then I decided to use the original sink, but I'm gonna get that recoated. It's a porcelain finish, steel sink. I like the little ring. I took it and I polished it all up. I'm going to have a polished aluminum strip here, a transition strip on the back. And I'm going to have a chrome faucet, a small bar style faucet. The cooktop has a little bit more refreshing done to it. And then I'm going to clean up all this aluminum for the transition into wet bath. And then I'm going to recoat the fiberglass pan for the shower. You can see up close the finish is all cracked. I'm going to go with white that will match the cooktop, and then I'm going to get a white insert for the NovaKool refrigerator when I get to that. I finally was able to place my order for the new Dexter axle, so I should see that in about 8 weeks, so I could start that project. Well, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love it, and we'll see you soon.